Juliet, show your face.
Okay, right. Hello, ladies. Happy New Year and welcome to our first team call of 2023. A little extra. As I was just saying to Pascal before, it's not going to be doing things on the call kind of call because I feel like they could be quite long. I feel they get distracted. It's more just I was on a call with some of my upline and I felt that I could pass on some of what they'd spoken about and what I feel has helped me with my vision. So first of all, has anyone written their 2023 vision?
No.
Okay. So that's number one on the to-do list. Did anyone write a vision last year?
Yes.
And how often did you read it?
Not enough.
Maybe 10 times last year.
And did you rewrite it at any point as you changed over the space of the year or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you dull it down or did you make it bigger or do you just feel like you evolved as the year went on?
Mine went down.
There's no right or wrong or judgment here, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, mine went down and it should have gone even more down, but now it's gonna go up.
Okay.
I think for me, sometimes stuff went down and most of the time I was trying to get it higher.
Okay.
Without succeeding, but well, that's the thing.
With succeeding.
Exactly. Okay, so what I would like to say is, oh, and one more question is, have you this year, or at the end of last year, reflected on your 2022 vision to help it take you forward into 2023? So rather than beating yourself up about things that you didn't do, have you sort of reflected on it and taken notes of where you could take other action or, where you potentially went wrong or, yeah, because
Yes.
reflection is a great tool as well, isn't it?
I did.
Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about my vision. Okay. So I'd never written a vision before until I became a Beachbody coach, I'll be totally honest. And for me, I felt that my vision, and I actually spoke about this on Instagram today as well, I felt that my vision had to be something absolutely huge. Okay, so I set myself this vision, like I wrote this vision of all these things that I wanted to do in a year. I didn't break them down. I didn't kind of work out how I would, for example, like the first year I wrote down that I was going to earn 250 grand, yeah. But at no point did I, in a year, this was my yearly vision, but at no point did I write down how much that was per week or how I would earn 250 grand. And I was very much at the time looking at top coaches and soaking in what they were saying and watching their trainings. And I feel that my vision wasn't actually my vision. It's partly my vision, but it was kind of the vision of other coaches. So the second year that I was a coach, and obviously I'd, in my eyes, completely failed my vision, okay? I then took my vision so far down, right, that because I then tried to turn my vision into something that I thought the people who were following me wanted to see. So really simple things like being able to pay for the grocery shopping by myself, because I've seen other coaches talking about that all the time, but to be honest, we have a joint card that I pay the grocery shopping from, so it wasn't really that relevant to me, okay? So I think I took my vision that far down that it wasn't inspiring me in the slightest. So I went from a vision that was so big that I was scared to push for it because I was completely overwhelmed. I couldn't even look at my vision after I wrote it. It just petrified me, to a vision that was so small. It also didn't do anything for me and it didn't push me in any shape or form. So I feel that vision is a really difficult one because sometimes we think we know our vision and we actually don't. yeah? Or we think we want to do things, and we do want to do things, but they're not actually really part of our vision. So, for example, I don't know, taking the kids to Disney World. Yes, I really want to take the kids to Disney World, but I don't feel that that's something that would make me get up in the morning and do my vital behaviours. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a family holiday, but I feel that between my other job, like my PT job, and my husband's job, at some point we're going to take the kids to Disney World anyway, so I don't feel that that drives me. So for me now, my vision is very based on being an independent woman who does the things that she wants to do without asking, without going too much into my vision, because I don't want to rub my vision off on you. But my vision is very much about being able to go and do things without having to ask for money, or to go and do things to feel like I've contributed, to be very independent, to have my own good source of income that's relevant to me, and then me doing things for the family rather than a family holiday, because that's going to happen anyway. So that inspires me more, whereas some of the other things don't. So if you've written your vision already, tomorrow I think you should sit down and read your vision and think, when I don't want to do my invites on Friday, if I read this vision, will I then want to do my invites because I want this so badly that and I know that I need to do my invites to do it. And if I don't do my invites and I don't earn the money, then I'm going to feel sick to my stomach kind of situation. So it doesn't need to be something big. It doesn't need to be something huge. It doesn't need to be something small. It needs to be something that really, really lights a fire in your belly. So whether it be, I don't know, always being able to have dinner with the kids, or always being able to go to school plays, or always being able to go to the spa for 2 days by yourself. You know, I know some people like to do that, yeah. So hypothetically speaking, so it's got to be something that really inspires you. So I would challenge you, I would dare you to rewrite your vision tomorrow, so that it makes your tummy hurt at the thought of not having what's on your vision board. Okay. So, you know, who thinks that they deal better with a vision that's a huge big goal, like something massive that they need to strive for? Is there anybody there that thinks the bigger the goal on their vision board, the more they're going to work for it? No, is everybody like me, like the smaller things? The smaller things will make you work, yeah. So once you've written your vision, and if you're a graphic person, have a vision board. Yeah, I've got a piece of paper that's, Aileen, I'll have a vision board. Aileen, do you have a vision board? Yeah. So if you've got like I have a vision board where I've stuck on like pictures of things that I like a walk-in wardrobe. I want a walk-in wardrobe. So that's on my vision board. Sorry, Aileen, on you go.
I'd like a walk-in wardrobe too.
It's on my vision board. And new teeth. Teeth is on my vision board. So have a vision board, or have your vision, but then you need to break it down. So you've got your yearly vision, yeah. Then if anybody like works in, like, I don't know, Alex, you maybe work with this in accountancy, but you have your quarterly goals. So you need to have a look at your vision and break it down into goals, and break it down into how you're going to achieve this quarterly. So for example, if you've got on your vision to earn 50 grand from coaching this year, you need to break down what that's going to be per quarter, break down what it's going to be per month, break down what it's going to be per week, and figure out how you're going to get to that. So have how your vision broken down into quarterly bits, because you don't want to get to October and go, oh, I haven't hit this, that, and that, and then just feel completely overwhelmed and put your vision aside again. So break it down into goals, and then a little breakdown of how you're going to reach each goal. Okay, I'm not saying you need to write a novel, guys. Don't let this take up your whole day tomorrow and then you don't get to do your invites or your follow-ups. But have little bullet points, think Atomic Habits. I'm pretty sure everybody will have listened to Atomic Habits. Have a little breakdown of your vision. But your vision really needs to be something that inspires you. So So what we need to do, here are the bullet points, okay? You have to write your 2023 vision. You have to read it regularly. You can rewrite it, so don't think that whatever you write at the start of the year, that's you. Then you need to reflect on your 2022 vision and take from that what you need to take into 2023, because you'll probably carry over a couple of things. Then I would sit and take some like quiet time, some meditation time, and think about hitting one of the things on your vision board and see how it makes you feel. Then I would take some quiet time and think about not hitting one of the things on your vision board and see how that makes you feel. So try and figure out whether it is something that really does inspire you or whether it's something that you're not really that bothered about. Because I think vision's a really, really tough thing, actually. I hate writing my vision. I think it's so difficult. And yeah.
No, are we meant to, sorry, are we meant to, when we read our vision, are we meant to like visualize it? Because I just got out of practice of doing that. You know, I used to do that, but are we supposed to read it and really see it? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think like, so when I wrote mine, I just kind of wrote. And I felt that when I got into it, I just started writing more without thinking. Does that make sense? It's quite interesting, actually. See, in regards to the vision board, is anyone else listening to Manifest, the book that Menina recommended? Manifest by Roxy.
I've listened to months ago.
Yeah, so she says to put your vision board away. She says not to look at it very regularly.
I've got that on hardback, but I clearly haven't finished it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things that's just personal to each of you, just whatever way it works best for you. Some
Oh yeah,
people
definitely.
head.
Definitely.
I have one by my bed and one in the kitchen, the different things on it. But I like the quotes because it inspires me to do the things. So if I quite like having it there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like looking at mine as well. And I have one on my phone as well in the app. So, you know, you get the app where you can just download the pictures. I've got one of those as well. I feel like I got through that really quickly. So let's just have some time we can discuss that. That's basically where I got to. I think for me, the biggest thing was that for me, I always used to create such a big vision that it didn't even really do anything for me. And I feel like sometimes it can be like that, isn't it? Because in January, you're so full of huge ideas, but they don't really do anything for you.
So, sorry, I think Aileen maybe sort of asked this, but so do you write, like you look at your vision every day? Do you write it every day?
No, I don't write my vision every day. So I'm changing it up a bit, but I'm going to try and read it every week. And I'm going to rewrite it every quarter, I think.
Okay. How long is your vision? Is it quite long?
Without looking at the... So when I rewrite it every quarter, I'm going to make sure that I haven't just looked at the old one.
Yeah.
To see what really comes through.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to try and do it. Yeah.
Cool.
Does anybody want to share anything from their vision?
I haven't wrote my vision this year. So this is, which is like, I haven't even reflected on last year yet, which I feel a bit bad about, you know, like I've got a list of things, like I have goals that I want to achieve. So I've looked at that because that's on my desk. I've ticked off the ones I want to accomplish, and some are not immediate. Like I know I can't do them next year because of time or frame. But would that class as a vision or not? Would you say that's a vision or not? Or are they just, I don't know.
Well, I think the vision's the first thing, and then you break it down into goals, isn't it? And the goals become part of the bigger vision, in my eyes anyway.
Yeah, like the goals are almost a bit of the action plan, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they were saying something somewhere, I don't know where, but around Beachbody stuff. So you have your destination and the way you go to Nashville, for example. I don't know why Nashville, but and then you can have different routes to go there. So the breaking down of your to get you there. I don't know if that makes sense, but that makes sense in my head.
Yeah, no,
Aileen, you can definitely relate to that. Your trip to Summit last year, you know, you got there in the end, you just didn't take the course you expected.
Yeah, no, that was on my vision. I had that on for like 3 years or something, so I did get there.
Yeah, no, I just
Vision
literally means
plus
so
your
like how
luggage.
it checked the route changes along the way.
Mm.
Your route definitely changed.
Oh, yeah,
Literally.
no, literally. Yeah.
And your luggage took a whole route of its own.
I know, but you know what? It's really weird because, you know, like I've had the Rise Planner for a few years, and I wrote some visions on one. And when I look back a few years ago, I've accomplished some of those things, not all of them, but it definitely does help. I think it is like a roadmap, because without it, you're just a bit. Well, I definitely was all over the bit because I didn't read my vision like I should have on a regular basis, and I just sort of winged it, I think. But yeah.
I think that's what we all do. But actually, I think having this call today and like doing this call quarterly will help us all stick to what we need to do to make it happen. Because like course correct, like change the vision if we need to.
Yeah, I think we should all maybe do a post, and like once everybody's got their vision in place and written their quarterly goals, they don't need to share every goal, because I know that's not everybody's comfort zone, but they can be in the comments, maybe share one goal, or share that they've done it, or share one thing on their vision, or one thing that they're going to do to achieve it. Just kind of hold yourself accountable. I'm not saying you have to share your whole vision or your whole goals, because that's quite personal. Obviously, you can if you want. I mean,
I'm doing a vision board. We do it with girls every year. I think we did one last year, but we're doing our vision board evening on Friday. So I need to write out my vision, and then I'll have a new, it's like a sticky one. We do like a big one on a bit of card, and we'll make an evening of it. So I might share that when I come back, when I've done.
I love that. I can't wait till my kids are big enough to do that with me.
What was the app that you were talking about, Shona?
Yeah, so it's called Vision Board.
I think I looked at this a couple of years ago with you two, like you and Menina, and
Yeah, I remember you.
I'm so
us
rubbish
doing
at
it. Was,
it.
yeah.
Couldn't make it
Yeah,
work.
it's just called Vision Board, and then you can just download it as a picture, and you can put it on your phone or your laptop, I suppose.
Kept
whatever.
popping up in my feed on Instagram or whatever, so it's definitely there for some reason. I never
Yeah, well,
Googled
they
it,
say you
but-
should share it with your vision with people as well. Like when I have shared my vision board app picture on Instagram, not for a while. But yeah. But I definitely, so I did a lot of this came from doing a call with Melanie Mitro and Katie Ersta. Well, that's the reason for it, because they had really spoken about when they started how they found that they weren't having success because they felt like they were following their upline's vision, or they were following other top coaches and like kind of trying like recreating their vision in their head because they liked the look of that. But then when they did a bit of bigger digging, it wasn't actually what they wanted.
Isn't there a call? There was a really powerful vision call with like loads of top coaches on it. Do you remember that?
That's the
call?
Josh Coates one.
I can't remember the Josh Coates.
Josh Coates did a vision call one time, and I can have a look. I've got the Josh Coates library, so if it was him, then it'll be in there. I don't know. I bet if you put vision board or vision into the champions page, so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go into the champions page on Beachbody, not on Beachbody, on Facebook, and put in vision, you'll get all calls and related topics that come up to do with anything that has vision in it.
Yeah.
But the vision board, I mean, obviously I'm a very new coach, so I really have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. But the vision board, could it be how you want your business to go and who you want to attract as well, as opposed to?
Yeah, it can definitely have business vision on it. You can have separate ones for business and personal life as well if you didn't want to mix them.
No, right, sorry, my
And
computer's
can I
playing up.
just say, for someone who claims to not know what she's doing, you're doing pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that. You're doing really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm kind of thinking of who I want to attract as my vision into the business, and yeah, I'm looking at kind of two areas.
You could also have like your avatar
mm,
and like your niche
yeah,
and work on that. So there is some really good calls if you look in the champions page on like niching down your avatar.
yeah, because that's how I was going to approach my vision board, and then just see how it developed rather than set actual goals for, you know, achieving X amount of pounds or.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be how much you want to earn. It could be something that you want to buy, you know, somewhere that you want to go, something that you want to do, because then that will obviously drive you towards earning the money.
Yeah.
But I would say that who you want to attract probably falls more into like your target market, like your avatar. So.
And maybe on your vision board, it's more business related. If you said, if you don't want to talk about pounds, which is fine, it's going to come with it. But if you want to help more people, so maybe you put a number on the people for each month, and you don't mind about pounds, good on you, but maybe you'll be happy at some point. But personalize that to, I want, I don't know, 3 people that I don't know from Instagram, for example. So you work towards that and building your Instagram stuff. I'm talking like I'm doing this stuff. I'm not doing that at all, but it's a good thing. And then you get new client like that. So it's kind of it's challenging because you start from scratch.
Yeah.
Compared to your circle where you already have great ideas to get some people into your business.
Yes.
So maybe it's something like that. You need to write it down, a number, 30 people for that month.
Yeah, like a cold market goal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can share that. I have multiple sclerosis, so I want to attract into one branch of my group people who do Beachbody and have multiple sclerosis. So that's kind of one area I want to go down.
Yeah, so you could
I guess
have that on your vision, like a multiple sclerosis, can't say it, multiple sclerosis like support group almost.
Yeah.
That could be on your vision. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any questions? I'm mindful of time now. Is everybody keen for a photo?
Oh, always.
Alex is smirking at me and I'm like, you look just fine. Can we just give a big shout out to Alex, by the way, who is 36.5 weeks pregnant and still showing up in the gym, like pretty much.
Wow.
Oh, well done.